The GT program of Dripping Springs had its inception in 1995 when the state of Texas mandated it. Since then, it's grown exponentially in our district, with now a total of 7% of students participating district-wide and 6% in our high school. However, the program has minimal awareness, no funding, and 15 to 20 students leaving every freshman to senior year span. GT has really thrived under the circumstances it's been given, but with proper allocating, it could do so much more. To see the current common conception of the GT program, we went to the people.
It's a way to gather groups of intellectuals and dreamers together in a place they feel like they can learn in a comfortable manner with others that they think in a similar fashion.
Well, from what I understand, the GT program is just a special way of teaching kids who are maybe above average intelligence.
A smaller class that's for individuals who are like-minded and want to learn more or deeper about a subject.
Okay, I think the GT program is a program for kids who can expand their minds and think differently and outside of the box comparatively to other kids.
Okay. By definition, it means gifted and talented, which I just think it's a program that you test into in order to learn in a specific way apart from everybody else. So
it's just another style of learning because there's a lot of different types of kids, and some kids don't do well like slowly. Some kids don't do well going really fast. So just changes the GT program is.
Well,
an elite cult.
With rather nebulous answers, we took it upon ourselves to interrogate the officials to see what it really is.
And the state started it for gifted and talented students, and it was to recognize that there needed to be some type of a differentiation in curriculum for students who went above and beyond the normal expectation of each grade level.
Dripping Springs as a method of grouping GT students together in certain classes so that they can work at some point during the day with like-minded peers, so that and like-minded, I don't necessarily mean y'all all think alike. As a matter of fact, that's what makes it very interesting, very divergent thinkers, but so that you have someone who gets you and can understand when you make a connection that might not be seen in a regular classroom. So kids pick their strengths. Our GT kids are no exception to that. But we have, in the last 3 years, tried to at least have everyone who is identified GT be in a GT English class.
Is there an English quiz tomorrow?
Yep.
Why?
With our newfound knowledge of the GT program's true purpose, we went back to the people to see their feelings about some of the program's aspects. In other words, their likes and dislikes.
Because we're all smarter than everyone else.
What do I dislike? Everything. What do I like? Don't worry about it.
It's never a dull moment. I can kind of be myself. I enjoy the expectations of the kids kind of push themselves. I don't have to push them. I can just kind of throw something out there and then they run with it. And they think differently than other kids. They do.
The people.
If I present, I don't sound like a total idiot all the time.
Ms. Cots.
Yeah, also very nice.
And the community, it's fun. Like, we're all pretty close. I mean, a lot of us have known each other since 6th grade, so even before. So it's fun, and we get to see new people join every year, which is cool. The people.
I like the pace that we go at. I like what we do in it. The people are really smart and kind of easier to work with than some others, and it's not really all the extra work that some people say it is. It's kind of helpful.
Well, when we get along, which is most of the time, there's a little bickering here and there, but when we get along most of the time, it's pretty nice environment to work in, fun.
Honestly, I don't really think it's any different than, like, at least in our school here, I don't think it's very much different than, like, pre-AP and AP classes. I think it's very similar. I think really the only difference is that, like, the GT kids are together and they learn together, which I think is pretty cool.
Finding that not everyone was positive with their experiences pertaining to the GT program, we sought to discover their opinion on its continuation.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, like, some students just need that higher level than what they offer, and it's not, like, hard to get into GT. You just have to have, like, different mindset.
I think it should be continued, because I think there's a definite reason for it, but I don't,
I do believe the GT program should be continued. It's a nice change of pace from a lot of the normal work, and I do think that there are a lot of kids with potential for this GT program and who actually enjoy the program because of what it has to offer for them.
Definitely. I think it should be continued. I think it should be handled a little differently, but I definitely do think it should be continued.
I think it should be continued because, I don't know, I've just really enjoyed it all my years I've done it, and I think for students who really need something more than just like regular pre-AP classes, it's a great opportunity for them.
It doesn't really, it's really just an ego boost for the GT students. So it doesn't matter if it continues or not.
I think that it should. I wish that the state gave funding for that because I think that the majority of our GT kids have some really exciting things in their future and places they'd like to go and some mentorship kinds of ideas.
Based on our research, the GT program was created simply to provide an enhanced environment for those students that go above and beyond. GT is all about giving people opportunity to further themselves. However, for that to truly happen on a larger scale, more funding, or funding period, widespread awareness, and more teachers with dedication to match Mrs. Cox's would be necessary. At the root of everything, though, is a good bunch of people.